Green and KELEKHSASHVI.
Catch that corner, good.
Quick snap down there by Green, works his way around the corner, gets the two.
Drop down, there you go, drop it.
Hey,
There you
complete.
go.
Continue.
Green immediately goes to work on the lower half.
Scoop.
Up.
Nothing to be found, and he'll settle for a quick 2-0 story.
Was looking to scoop that left leg to get to the lace. KELEKHSASHVI
Up on that side, go.
sneaks out of that with
Corner.
not giving up anything more than the two for the takedown.
Fight, fight. Towards his far shoulder. Towards his far shoulder. Get his ankle. That's it. Good.
Green secures another takedown, and he goes up 4-0.
Open.
The 26-year-old Levon KELEKHSASHVI, been active for Georgia, wrestled in a number of tournaments last year.
Knees together.
Took
Got
5th
it.
at the
Fight
Club
hard,
World
Greg.
Championships.
Pressure.
Armenia, Russia, Georgia, keeping the calendar a very busy one for Levon.
Yes, yes. Corner, double,
Fifth
single,
place
double.
finish at the Grand Prix in Russia. Guy who is dangerous has had his moments. Split yesterday, losing 10-8, but then coming back to beat India 7-2. Took care of Kumar.
Open.
And you mentioned that 5th place at the Ivan Urigan, the Grand Prix
Hey, that's
in
nice
Russia.
shot there. He's
The way
strong,
United
head
World
forward.
Wrestling does it,
Pressure.
it's a first and a
Pressure.
second, and then they wrestle 2 bronze medal matches.
There you go. Come on.
So KELEKHSASHVI was wrestling for a bronze medal. There is no 4th place, so it's either 2/3, it's 2/3 and 2/5. So he found himself in great position to pick up a bronze medal there at the Ivan Urigan. Ended up losing, so took 5th place, but what a showing. Great tournament to pick up experience at best Russians all in one bracket. They call it the toughest tournament in the world for a reason.
50-5-0.
Just such an incredible area for wrestling talent. When you look at Georgia and Azerbaijan, obviously the traditional power with Russia.
Open blue.
35.
Green started this bout with a quick burst. In on a single, switches to a double, and gets 2 more.
And I'm thinking back to the USA coaching staff telling Thomas Gilman, get 2 hands to 1 leg, and you saw there James Green with his right hand shot a single leg, and it really helped him when he got to that second hand coming in, pulled in and switch off to a double, so getting 2 hands to 1 leg, that was the key there to pick up that takedown.
Throw. Get him up. Throw.
All James Green for USA. He'll go into the second period leading 6-0. Green making his 3rd World Cup appearance. Like so many of his teammates, they've been close in the past, have never won the World Cup during their tenure. They knew coming into Iowa City this could be the year, and they are focused, trying to dial it in and bring back a World Cup gold, as you see some of the quickness by Green early on.
Stayed in that armpit with the right hand, and with that left hand putting pressure on that left shoulder was key, and there you see the left shoulder collapsed, and that's when the 2 points was awarded for the takedown. And here's what I was talking about: 2 hands to 1 leg, sucked it in, brought the hips in, and picked up the takedown.
Team USA leading 2-1 as we start the final period. KELEKHSASHVI
Open, feel it good.
had a tough time keeping up with Green in the opening 3 minutes. Let's see what adjustments the Georgia corner makes.
Get him off that 2-on-1. Stay to him. Yep, challenge him. Challenge him. Fight his elbow.
KELEKHSASHVI looking for a Russian tie
Get down. Good.
to the weak side of James Green. That's that opposite hand that he's controlling the collar tie with.
Attention blue. Strong.
Green has the underhook on the right side, doesn't want to pursue it. Lunged ahead for that straight on double, can't find it. Good scramble sequence by KELEKHSASHVI.
Strong blue.
Able to free the head, reposition himself back toward the center of the mat, giving himself some more area to work, and the official
Hey, great job hand fighting.
stops the action. Warns him for passivity, and we go back to work.
Beat him up with the hand fight.
And James Green really active when he gets to his ties. You're not seeing really hang too much.
Up and blue.
Gets to a collar tie, moves, snapping, constantly moving, not just there to hang in the ties. And that's where I think Thomas Gilman can grow. Thomas Gilman gets to that collar tie and really uses it to pull on the head and wear on his opponents. And James Green's the exact opposite. He gets to that collar tie and moves his opponent. So they are different styles, but I mean, if you're looking for areas of improvement for Thomas Gilman, I would say that's one of them.
Continue.
Ivan Kelekkhsashvili, you can tell he wants to work off that 2-on-1. That's really been the threat that he has brought to Green, the Russian tie, as you called it. He's had it a couple of times, but just hasn't been able to maneuver any type of offense from it.
Attention blue.
Hey, you go, you go. Right hand collar, beat him up with that.
To the road. Reaction to the road.
Good, good, there it is.
Yes.
Green, after the right-hand collar, drops into a single, and James Green gets two more.
Fight hard for it. Get it. Yes, you got it, James. Thread it. Thread it.
To thread the needle here to try and get a lace. Bring him back up too high on the hips there.
Green, good job. Hey, extend yourself. Extend yourself.
American corner was begging for that sequence there. They wanted that heavy collar, and then they wanted him to change levels, drop down. That's what he did there.
Really focused on that right side collar tie, and it's impressive to see that James Green can go to a right side collar tie and get to a leg all in one motion.
Clear your elbows.
That's
Short those
quickness.
elbows.
Up. Center.
James Green flourishing on the international side. 2017 was a big year. Grand Prix of Spain champion, U.S. World Team Trials champ, Pan American champion, the U.S. Open champ. Consistent, reliable wrestler in the middle of this Team USA lineup.
So blue.
Go hard, do it, go hard.
Attention blue.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
A quiet second place finish at the World Championships. When you think about the USA winning the gold, he was a big part of it, but you don't hear too much because of the likes of Jordan Burroughs and Kyle Snyder.
Just quietly goes about his business, doesn't he? He's perfect this weekend in Iowa City. He's outscored the opposition 26-5 in his 3 wins. And James Green and Team USA